So in Minecraft Skyblock, there is a adventuring world that you essentially have to go to get your items for your island that you use to progress for late game. So if you take a look here, we have the chain / stone, and then we have iron, and then we now have diamond. As you can see, there's 130 people in there, which is absolutely insane. And we did get a map last video, thanks to one of the island members from Rebellion. So we are going to start off the video by claiming that, but let's go ahead and claim this. There we go. Demonic Realm unlocked. So now we can enter the Demonic Realm, but we aren't going to be doing that right yet because we do need to go ahead and open up a loot box bundle, since there is a new loot box bundle that just came out today, since it's the release of Demonic Realm. But before we go ahead and open it, if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing, as I'd very much appreciate it a ton. And if you are going to buy any of these loot box things on the store, make sure to use my creator code. It is literally my brand name, not Connor. I'd very much appreciate it. So we'll head on over to my little island, because why not? But let's go ahead, open this up, and we can win one random item here. Let's see what we get, and then we get all of these. Let's see, come on, something good. A random mask. Okay, that could be good or bad, you never know. We'll go ahead and pop this open. Let's see which mask we do obtain. It better be something decent. I'd like the demonic, actually. That'd be really good. We got a honeymoon. So honeymoon is roughly 500,000. It's not that great, unfortunately. We're just gonna throw that up for 500,000. I don't need it. But this thing right here can help us make some decent gear in the future, because it gives us a ton of gems to work with, as you can see, and books, of course, and XP. So we're gonna be using that, of course, at some point here pretty soon. We also get a diamond socket expander pack, which actually gives us all of these socket expanders at a 50% success chance, which I'm gonna save in, I think, PV3 for the time being, and all these books and gems. All right, we got our first loot box. Let's go ahead, just open this up, see what we get. Come on, give me something decent. Let's see. Okay, we got lapis ore. We do need that. And another tool booster, some dust, which is really good. We'll go into the next loot box. Here we go. I'd love to pull the demonic mask. That would be insane. Let's see. 2 perfect gems, books, and science ingots. Okay, the gems were actually really good. Last loot box, here we go. Can we pull a demonic mask? We'll see. Here we go. No, but we did get a random rare candy, more dust, books, and a random resource bot, which could be really good. It's a full resource bot, so you never know. I think we want, like, mining, if I'm not mistaken, or fisher. I'm not sure. Harvester. I think harvester is actually pretty decent. Oh yeah, it's literally 800,000. Okay. For the time being, I'm gonna put my diamond dust in here. And also, our chain set's been looking way better since last video. I've done a lot of off-camera work. I maxed out the axe to the liking that I wanted it to be at, for chain at least. Let's go ahead and roll for some gold science ingots or whatever. I'd like to pull 3 just because, you know, the best amount. But we only got 2. I'll take it. It is what it is. Godly rare candy. Okay. And then we got some lapis. Can we pull the max? I'd like to at least get 2, but max would be preferred, so 3. Here we go. And we got 1. Unfortunate. Better than nothing, though. So since we have XP, I think we're gonna open these gems. Hope we can get something good. Let's go ahead and start with the minor gems, which is roughly 400,000 XP. And realistically, it looks like none of this was good. But to be fair, it's kind of expected with those gems. They give worse of the stuff you're kind of looking for. So these majors could be pretty good. Please. Mind Rot 5. Okay. Executioner 4. Okay, so Executioner 4 is actually a really good pull. I'm not complaining. I'll take it. We'll put it in, I think, PV2, and I still have a lot of gems I need to sell here. Okay, so Mind Rot, I don't have a clue how much this is worth, but it's definitely something decent. Also, we got 2 of the major gems back. That's really good. So I'm putting it up for, I think, 3 mil on Auction House. I don't really know the pricing for it, if I'm gonna be honest. If it goes down in price and goes to like a standard pricing, I'll just copy that. But for the time being, we're gonna leave it up there as 3 mil. So we'll do 2 more major. Come on. Nothing good. The Shadow Step is but I think I'm gonna tinker both of those. Give me some dust or not. And I think we're gonna do 1 gem at a time for the perfect. So here we go. Number 1, Fishmaster 2. Number 2, Fishmaster 1. Number 3, Mind Rot 5 again. And then number 4, Combo Saver 4. Honestly, Combo Saver and the Fishmaster 2 aren't too bad. I'm I'm gonna keep that for our island fishing chest because I don't have a clue if it's good or not. And this mine rot 5, we're gonna put up for 2 mil because I seriously don't know how much these are worth. So in our fishing chest, I'm gonna put in 2 gems in here because honestly, I don't know if we're gonna be using fishing, but might as well put them in there since I don't know the pricing. So someone bought the mine rot 5 for 2 million, so 3 mil is probably pretty decent. I hope someone buys it eventually, but that is a good gem then, I guess, for PvPers, of course. So it's safe to say we can go ahead and open up some books. Give me some Unbreaking 2s and 3s. And looks like we are getting what I need. Okay, so we got Efficiency 5 already. I'm gonna put that in the chest here because I don't really know if we need it. And I think I'll put a spare Efficiency 4 just in case. But we got all our Unbreaking. That's good. We'll put it in PV2 and we'll put it on, like, let's say the gear we get eventually, and then we'll get Unbreaking 3 over time. So now here's the moment of truth. Can we pull Prot 4? That is the real question. Okay, that's all we got. Unfortunate. I'm honestly gonna make a new PV just directly for my diamond stuff, so it's gonna all go in here. We'll go ahead and keep a smite and a sharpness. There we go. And then we'll sell the sharpness for 35k each. Get some money potentially from those. It is unfortunate we didn't get any max books besides the Efficiency 5, but to be fair, Efficiency 5 is pretty good, so it is what it is. So with the rest of our XP, I think it's safe to say we're gonna go into prop books. Oh, we can get like a full stack if we want. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we already have prop 3 of the 4 pieces. I think I should definitely organize this a little bit. Come on, give us something good. Don't keep giving me these bad books, please. I think we just got our projectile protection done, so that's good. We're done with that. So our first max book for armor, of course, has to be Feather Falling 4, obviously. Come on, give us Fire Prot 3. There we go. So all we need is the max book. We just have everything second to max, so that's good. I'll take it. Of course, Feather Falling is all right, I guess, but definitely could have gotten better. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too certain what I want to do for armor-wise. I could do the Dwarf Mine, which essentially gives really good diamond armor that come with a mythic socket by default. I think I might go for this. I'm just gonna run it on my alt accounts, and then eventually go from there and see what we can get from that for whatever percent/attributes it gives me, because it's randomized, I guess you could say. But anyways, I'm gonna come back once I have an update on the set and how it's going, so I'll give you guys an update here in a moment. So I do want to go ahead and run realms, but the thing is, I found out a crucial problem with doing realms. So if I were to go ahead and run them, you need to have at least the iron and the demonic in order to purchase demonic loot, which is a new thing that I didn't even know about. So if we look in realms here and look at the dwarf mine, if I want to purchase any of the diamond pieces here, I'm gonna need to have a map on my alts. So I'm gonna run on 2 accounts. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna buy a Lost Wasteland map, and then we're gonna buy a demonic for my alt specifically. Okay, we got 1.5 million for one. We'll go ahead and grab it. So if I go to island members, I'm gonna have the default as member, so then they can access the chests on my island, and I'm gonna put the maps in here. So there we go. Go ahead and invite my alt, and then I'm gonna log out and switch over. All right, so we're over. Now we're gonna go on to my island. IS join, not Connor. ISTP, not Connor. And then we should be good from there to go ahead and claim these maps. And turns out I was wrong. I don't have permissions on my alt account, so I'm gonna have to give it permissions. So now I can access the chest, so let's go ahead and claim this and this. There we go. So now I'll be able to run the dwarf mine and maybe fishing lake if I really want to. There's not really too much good stuff in here, if I'm gonna be honest. So I need to go on my main here, and we're gonna go to Destroyer's Island, the leader of a rebellion. And I believe we have a realms area, and I think it's the public warp of the island here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's literally public. So if you go ahead and type IS Warp Destroyer, you can actually go ahead and use the portals. So that is good. We got that all figured out. We're just gonna do the one run. So you go ahead, talk to this guy, get your pickaxe, and you're gonna start mining until I believe it's 50 coal ore is mined. I forget when you actually get the iron pickaxe itself. Or no, I think you get stone then iron, actually. I haven't done this in like 2 maps, and I've honestly kind of forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing besides besides mining diamonds once it's available. But you really want to join the dwarf mine, especially when there's no one in there. So there's 2 people in here. It's kind of late at night for player count, even though there's 742 people on. A lot of them are kind of running adventures right now, so I can take advantage of that and get both of my alts done for their 10 minutes in total, so 20 minutes combined. There we go, stone. Now I don't know if it's worth mining coal or iron to get my next pickaxe upgrade, but we are gonna mine both because why not? We might as well. I guess iron is technically better, that good amount of points for the little extra amount of time that you're mining. And also, if you see these little particles here, I don't know which ore it is. I think it's one of these ones. If you see particles, essentially you can get double points for the next 3 ores that you mine, or you can get like haste or speed for a specific amount of time. So it's kind of OP, especially when you're at the diamond part. If you have diamonds and a diamond pick or iron pick, you can get a ton of points from diamonds overall. It's really, really good. I did see another one, but I'm gonna let it sit there for a bit because we're about to get our iron pickaxe here pretty quick. And there's one right here as well. I think it's the diamond ore itself. All right, there we go. Iron pick. Okay, we got movement speed boost. Okay. What was the one over here? There was one over here, I think. Okay, we got mining speed boost. Okay. So now we just go around mining diamond ore and getting as much points as we can get possible. That is pretty much the gist of it. And you can probably understand why you want to be the only one in here, because then you're the one who gets all the diamonds. Because they're 15 points per one and 30 per one if you have the double points, of course. So far, we're at 400 points. We're climbing slowly but surely. I want to find a double points thing, but it's kind of not worth looking for them. It's best to just find them when you're mining the diamonds. At least that's what I think. So like one here, we got double points. So we mine diamonds, 30, 30, and 30. Perfect. And you can mine the ones on the outside here. It's a little trick if you didn't know. The ones you can reach on the outside are mineable. It's a smart tactic if you aren't aware of that. I hear someone also mining above, so I kind of got to mine all these really quickly. Okay, we got double points. We need diamonds only. Perfect. And we got another double points. 1. I need 2 more. 2, 3. There we go. And we got our diamond picks so we can mine even quicker. Lovely, lovely. And we still have 4 minutes. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go up to this layer because none of the diamonds are respawned yet, so I kind of need to go up here and look for any diamonds I can get on this level. There is indeed a gold rush, but I don't think anyone's gonna be going for that, so I'm not gonna bother. Okay, the diamond rotation has started, so I kind of gotta backtrack on what I was doing for the next minute and a half here. All right, time's about to run out. Here we go. We can mine 1 piece of iron. Done. So if we look in Slash Realms, you can see that we have a total of 2,359 points, which gets us pretty close to boots, so I can't really complain about that. But that essentially is how we're gonna get our gear that we're gonna be using, as well, of course, buying some off the auction house. If we search dwarf gear on AH or just dwarf, you can see there are some pieces. I just want the bare minimum, that's all, for a diamond piece, and even if it's on breaking 3, I'll even take it. So the best option we have for a chest plate, because we're gonna get boots and helmet from our random rolls, our best option is this chest plate here. We'll go ahead and take that. It's 250k more than the other one, but it has a higher unbreaking level that is only obtainable from the realms. So if we look in PV5, that is gonna go in here for our set, and we also have Prot 4 now, and Sharpness 5, Smite 5, all the books we need, of course. Looking fantastic, I guess. So once I have enough dwarf mine points, I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna go ahead and apply everything to the gear. So I'll give you guys an update here in a moment. So it is a day later, and I did manage to do my next realm resets on my alts, and we're looking for dwarf gear on AH as well, which I did manage to buy some. If I look in PV5 on my main account, I have all the pieces except for a helmet. So what we're going to be doing with the dwarf mine points that I do have on my alt that I'm on currently and my main, we have 4,000-ish roughly, which bare minimum you need 3,990 in order to get a helmet random roll. So we're going to buy that, and we're gonna buy 2 of them. So I'm gonna head over to my island and put this in the chest here. There we go. And then of course log on to my main. If you look in realms, you can see I have more points here, so we're gonna buy a helmet. There we go. Now we head over here and grab the piece. Pretty simple of a concept and gets you pretty good gear. So if we left click this, you can see you can win from the lowest being this. It's randomized between these 2 types here. So we're gonna go ahead and roll these, just see what we get. So I'm double checking right now. I pulled almost max. It was one off, except for the Unbreaking. It's not max on that. Unfortunate, but I could sell that for a ton. Let's open the next one. Okay, so I pulled a pretty much the same piece as well. Oh my gosh. Two -4%, and they both have pretty decent Unbreaking. Those were really good. And since my Unbreaking is slightly higher, I am gonna go ahead and sell it for 16.5 million, knowing it has a good value to it. So if anything, I just made a ton of money if that sells for at least minimum 15 million. Okay, so I just found a helmet that I've been looking for. I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna actually swap it out with the other one. So the reason I'm not going for the -4% and I'm gonna sell them is quite literally because I don't really need the high amount of incoming damage, or the negative amount, I guess you could say, because I'm not PvPing. This is mainly just because I want the mythic sockets. So this helmet was a good purchase. I am gonna go ahead and sell this one as well. I am gonna put it up for 2 mil more than the other one just because of the Unbreaking, and of course it's a -4%, so it's pretty dang good. So I guess I can sell one of these prop books. We don't really need it anymore. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead, start applying everything to the gear, and I completely forgot we don't even need Unbreaking on the gear itself, so I am just gonna go ahead and tinker these. So there we go, the helmet is done, the chest plate is now done, the leggings are done, and of course the boots are done as well. So pretty much this set is fully done except for sockets and custom enchants. I am going to be missing out on an axe for the time being, because if we take a look at diamond axes, we do want to get a Deadly Hollow Monarch axe, because it comes with a double socket legendary, and I would like the minimum of a double socket legendary, and then I'll buy myself a mythic socket, I think. Even though they're like extremely rare, I think it's better that I go for the double socket legendary for my personal kind of set that I'm going to be making. So that being said, we are now done the armor. Let's go.